Trim up the tree with Christmas stuff like bingle balls and hoo-foo fluff. Trim up the town with goo-hoo gums and busy blicks and wums. Trim up every blessed window and trim every blessed door. Hang up hoo-boo bricks, then run out and get some more.
We interrupt this live podcast for a breaking news bulletin.
Sony Pictures has officially canceled the Christmas Day release of The Interview amidst terrorist threats toward any theater screening the film. In the wake of this announcement, other holiday movie characters have broken their silence. Joining us now via satellite, from the Dwarven Kingdom of Erebor, the Fire Drake from the North, Smaug, who has made similar threats toward any movie theater screening The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Smaug, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
I appreciate the opportunity to get my side of the story on the table.
Now, Smaug, why threaten the movie theaters screening this film?
I have been severely and gratuitously misrepresented by this fiendish dwarven propaganda, and this slander must not be allowed to stand.
Now, Smaug, by making these threats, don't you think you might be playing into the stereotype that you claim is dwarven propaganda?
If I am in any way playing into the character that you see in the film, it is only because my hand has been forced to defend myself against these baseless allegations. I am a simple dragon trying to make an honest coin in this world. And sure, I may have stepped on a few 100,000 villagers along the way, but I just wanted to do the right thing. When in waltzes this hobbit talking about subprime mortgage rates and excellent lakefront property in Lake Town. Come on, it's all lakefront property in Lake Town.
Well, actually, Smaug, I hate to tell you also, the markets have been very volatile in the last couple years.
I've been asleep for the better part of 2 centuries. What do I know about the real estate market in this part of Middle-earth?
That's true. What would you plan to do to any movie theater showing the film?
Well, without getting too specific about anything, I'll simply remind everyone to remember what I did to Dale.
Certainly a day that will live in infamy. Smaug, thank you so much for taking the time today. One last question. Would you be able to record my outgoing voicemail?
If I had a coin for every pixie, sprite, and centaur that came wandering into my lair asking me to record their outgoing voicemail messages, this pile of gold would be twice the size. What would you like me to say?
Ooh, okay, just say, hi, you've reached Charles, and then, something really threatening.
Hello, you have reached the phone of Charles. I am not able to take your call at the moment, but if you'd like to find me, then I suggest you track me down so that I may destroy you in person.
Smaug, thank you so much. And live from the podcast, it's Monday morning.
Okay, that was weird. It's Christmas. It's Monday morning. I'm recording this so early because I'm going to the airport and I'm flying out to Halifax, Nova Scotia with my friend Ian Halen, friend of the show. I can't wait to see you guys. Yeah. You know what else I can't wait for is this awesome song. Let's hit it. All right, and we're back. So, yeah, I'm currently in Vancouver, but guys, soon I'm going to be in Halifax, BC.
I can't
Halifax, BC.
wait. Halifax, BC.
You're going the wrong way.
Canada. That's right. All of Canada is one province to me, and we're all one.
Interesting.
We're all of one race, one religion, one color, and that's white and Catholic, in my opinion.
Wow.
So, I don't know. That's controversial, I guess, to some people. I don't know.
Wow.
I guess, but
This is our Christmas show.
We're a scant 3 days away from
Christmas already?
There you go. There's the line.
It's not.
Alex, give everybody a brief backstory on that. It's an inside joke that won't make any sense to anybody else but us.
No, it's just in grade. I don't even know why it was so funny, but just in grade 8 French class, I was partnered up with my buddy Christian, and we had to do something with a shoebox. And one day he just picked it up and started shaking it like it was a present and yelled very kind of animatedly. Just went, "Is it Christmas already?" And to this day, it's still the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's the first time I've ever. I did not know that.
You did not know any of
sticks,
that?
No, I did not.
and
Yeah, the
it
story's
sticks
not that
and Mom
funny. It
loves
just, yeah, Mom and Dad love it, and yeah.
I've heard it so far since grade 8, Alex, and it's been how many years since then? 20,
Probably once
25
a year
years
you hear
since
it.
then. I hear it at least once a year, but it's, I mean, this is the time. Christmas is a weird time of year where, like, even like cheesy songs, like I can't stand Feliz Navidad with respect to our Spanish listeners. That's the most obnoxious holiday song to me. But even that, when it comes, like, I can stomach that once just because it's Christmas. Like I can handle it because it only happens the one time a year.
I have a
Kind of Goldblum there for a second, well.
Did I? I don't know what you mean.
I love foods like that. I work in a
doilies.
I work in a artisanal knots. I work in a job that has that plays Christmas music, and there's a Christmas song that I did not know existed that is horrible.
Oh,
mistletoe?
It's a song that's called "I'm Getting Nuttin' for Christmas." Do you guys know this
Is
song?
it by Alvin and the Chipmunks? Like they're referring to a nut, like a
No,
acorn?
I think-
because that'd be really clever.
There's a
That
very
would be
famous
good.
version that's
Let's
done
write that up
by
well right after
Shirley
this.
Temple. You just write it. It's just
Shirley-
a normal song. You guys are doing a good job. Anyway, so I'm getting nothing for Christmas. It's just about this kid who's like, I did all sorts of terrible things, and now my parents aren't getting me anything for Christmas.
So it's like
tell you
from
what
like
that
the
kid's
50s?
getting. I'll tell you that
It's like
kid's
from
getting.
the 30s then?
It's-
Oh, he's what? What's he getting? He's
getting
getting nothing.
He's
Oh,
getting
everybody's
something.
everybody's getting something.
Everyone's getting
Everybody's
something.
That should become the new holiday.
That was the best.
Shout out
That was
to
the best.
shout out to Something Claus. So Matt, this
telescope.
every time I say shout out, it doesn't have to be the reference. To
They
him.
have to. It's
I guess so. Sure.
I still like
Matt, so this tune you mentioned
Oh,
is
it's
like
terrible.
from like you say Shirley Temple. Is this like from the 30s or
One of the
something?
things, like, so the kid just it seems like it's from the 30s. I think it's from just like the 50s. But one of the things, like, he talks about, like, I broke a bat over my friend's head.
Holy crap!
Very violent. One of them is I bought a gum with a penny slug, and I was like, what on earth is a penny slug? And I had to look it up. It's like a little the penny kind of object that you would use
So
to
what year
illegally
is the
buy
song
things
written?
from vending machines. So somewhere in between
If you couldn't
what vending
afford a
machines
penny, if you could not scrape together enough for
Scrape
a
together
penny,
enough
a
half
penny
pennies to
slug
make
is
one
for
penny.
you, my friend.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know what year it was written.
Hold on, I can. This is
Yes,
mysteries.
to the internet. Yes, to the internet, sir.
There's no guys. There's no way to know when it was written.
That's
all right.
Impossible.
It's
what's-
impossible.
Thankful. Oh, hold on. Here we go.
There's
It's
a lot of
it's a
factors.
novelty Christmas song. Kind of you're
Yes.
in there with your grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Oh,
It became
yes.
a hit during the 19. Do you guys have a guess, like an actual year for guess for a year? I said 19. That's kind of obvious there.
Okay, so it's not 1870. I was gonna say 45.
I'll say 1952.
55 is the year. And one of the things is that the kid in the verse, he always says, I broke a bat over Tommy's head. Somebody snitched on me. And that always
Whoa.
sounds weird because I always think of snitching as like, snitches get stitches.
Stitches gets
So it's weird that this kid, like, from the 50s,
You
like,
always
somebody
think of
snitched.
snitches get stitches.
When I hear snitches, sure I do.
When
So
I
the
get
kid's already
snitch,
got a bat broken over his dang head. I think you
No,
might.
the other
be,
kid, he broke a bat over some kid's head. That actually is appropriate for someone who's concerned about snitches. Breaking bat over somebody's
You might
head.
have some color there, kid. Might have some color. You
how
got
strong
juice.
is the other kid's head that it's
To
able
break
to
a bat.
break a baseball
Well,
bat?
you
A
hit
freaking
him in the right
Louisville
spot.
slugger.
Hit him in the right
Yeah.
spot, you might be able to make it work.
I get a hard head like you, maybe, but like us normal-headed people.
my head is tough.
we
strong,
normal-headed folks.
Yeah, man, you got a tough noggin, buddy.
Where is this coming from?
You got to get that
I'm
looked at.
gonna punch it.
By the way, shout out to Yahoo's search page, which has a dreadful looking countdown as to shopping days left of Christmas. Oh, of course, they want to use internet shopping, so of course they want to instill as much fear in people as they can. What's another bad Christmas song? I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. That one's kind of annoying. That one's like a Shirley
Yeah,
Temple.
Yeah,
I really don't like
simple.
any of the old like Christmas concert ones. Like if I hear like a real operatic, like "Do You Hear What I Hear," I get so like way too angry for anybody's business. I really don't like traditional Christmas songs. I really don't like Christmas music that much, actually, in general. Like Feliz Navidad, no.
I can't. Yeah, I really can't do many Christmas carols. It's really not one that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on board for that one. I like it.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
like
for
there's
Christmas
some-
is you, Mariah Carey, obviously, and
Did you guys see that? It was the Mariah Carey Christmas.
Oh, Holy Night.
a wonderful Christmas time.
Actually, I do like that one.
I hate that one.
Do you really?
Yes.
Sir Paulin is Sir Best.
I gotta,
Sir Paulin
I'm gonna post on my Facebook a funny spoof of that Sarah Finowitz did.
Sarah Finowitz. What a bunch of a-holes. So I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time.
Millionth time. First time. Oh, really?
First million.
First time, long time.
So we're talking about Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What's favorite Christmas movies, you guys? What do you got?
Well, I know Alex's answer is pretty obvious.
Christmas Story 2.
Yes, starring Daniel Stern.
It's
That's
a clinker.
the old
You
man.
can't even do
Terrible.
that right. Like I have to do. Oh man. No, but my favorite all time is Christmas Story. Bar none.
Yes.
The absolute must view of every year.
I said I think last week I watched the two Grinches kind of in a row, the Karloff cartoon and then the Jim Carrey one, and the Jim Carrey one's not a good movie, but the only thing that makes it
No, it's not. It's terrible.
well, the only thing that makes it worthwhile
So
is
good,
Jim
my man.
himself, because I think that I don't know if it's written, but either his ad libs or just what he does or his little asides are funny. But yeah, as a movie, it's really
There's time. I'll keep it off.
yeah,
Down
those
a
things are
size
funny.
and a half.
I also recently watched Christmas Vacation. I'm partial to that movie too. I think that movie has a lot of iconic moments in it that I quite enjoy.
Well,
Matt, what about?
I'll show you.
Yeah, you got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, Griswold.
I wasn't talking to you. I
With
don't
Julia
know,
Louis-Dreyfus
Marco.
with her great hair. It's amazing how you can get better as you look older. Well, she looks a lot nicer in Veep compared to season 2 of Seinfeld. Matt, what's one of your favorites?
Gotta give it to Jingle All the Way.
So
Just
terrible.
watched that
Such
one
a
on
great
Friday.
guilty pleasure.
Look, guys,
Oh,
we're
I
all
love it.
friends. We're all friends, fans of Sinbad. But that is, I mean,
I got a bigger brain. Who told you could eat my cookies?
You're my favorite customer.
Put the cookie down.
You're my favorite
Put the
customer.
cookie down.
Jamie.
And, Phil Hartman. R.I.P. buddy. No, that Jingle All the Way is great. And Turbo Man, I'll pitch this to you guys. I'll pitch this to you guys. Turbo Man, original Tony Stark. What do you guys think?
really
in what way?
original Tony Stark.
Do you mean Tony
Because
Stark
Tony
or
Stark
Iron Man?
only came
The
about-
live action Tony Stark. I know he existed in comics and cartoons before, but he's got the jetpack. He's in red and gold. He's got the helmet. He says it's turbo time, just like Robert Downey Jr. did in the 2008
It's Iron Man
movie.
time.
It's Iron Man.
It's time for ironing.
Time for Iron Man.
Who's got some shirts that are needing ironing?
that require a press.
I'd love if he had like a t-shirt cannon as one of his features. That'd be awesome.
Ooh, Iron Man?
Yeah.
I guess.
Maddie,
He's-
what is actually like? Is that actually a movie you'll watch every year?
Sure. I mean,
Sure.
Sure. Yeah,
I
sure.
haven't
No,
watched
I like,
Christmas movie yet.
I like what's another one? I like Muppet Christmas Carol. That's one that.
Oh, that one's great.
That one's real
Michael
good.
Caine.
Michael Caine. I really.
I want to watch that when I'm going to say the one for home if I may.
I would love to if we have it. I don't know.
Alex
Somebody
does.
have it.
Do you
Does
have it?
anybody? Of course I have it.
I did
Come
not
on,
know
man.
that. That's
Got
okay.
that.
Alex
I got
has-
Home Alone, Christmas Vacation.
I have
Oh,
not seen
Home
Home Alone,
Alone.
Christmas Vacation, or Christmas Story. I have not
Well,
seen
guess
any
what,
of those
guys?
movies.
We gonna see all of them because I
Okay.
ain't seen none of them either.
Perfect.
I haven't even
Well, I
seen
watched
Elf
Christmas
yet.
Vacation.
I might watch that by
already.
myself.
Elf! I'm gonna,
Elf.
yes,
Well, we
Elf.
should
I
get
watched. Elf. I watched last night. with
Guys,
a
how much
friend of mine.
time do you think we have here? I mean,
Hours.
it's Monday.
We have days.
All
we have
right.
days. Well, I'm saying okay. So the ones I'm saving for home will be Muppets and I guess Home Alone because I won't have time to watch it this year in Vancouver. But Home Alone and Home Alone 2. Home Alone
Don't
2
own that.
is just a Well, it's great. This is a rehash of Home Alone. It just happens to be in New York, but Home Alone 1 is a
I
classic.
totally stole that from The Hangover.
Yeah. Yes, they did. Yeah, and
Just cribbing it.
well, except for Home Alone 3 didn't star Macaulay. It starred that different other kid.
Which one do we see in theaters, Alex? We've talked about this in the podcast.
Home
Home
Alone
Alone 3.
Three.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
you guys saw that.
I don't
one?
remember what his name is, but I think I saw that twice. I think I saw it with you, and I think I saw it with Carolyn Hart.
It's so nice. You saw it twice.
Man, I was like 10. I didn't care.
I
I
know.
got Skittles and Mountain Dew. I think I've discussed this
Alex,
before.
do you remember going
That's
to
what you
see?
lived off
Do you
of
remember
from,
seeing
like,
Baby
3.
Geniuses with me in theaters?
Yeah.
One of the
I think I
worst.
say Baby Jesus. Do you ever see Baby
That would be a good Christmas movie, Baby Jesus,
Well,
and he
I mean,
like
Timothy came out
gets
a
out
couple
of the
years ago.
manger and he gets in all sorts of like make it like
Look, he's
Baby's
talking
Day Out.
now. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that. You'd have to think he, would be able to do all that thing, being the son of God.
Yeah.
He'd have all the powers. Yeah, I don't know if it's really the right word. But yeah, I remember. I don't know why I remember Baby Geniuses. Like that's in the corner of my brain. That's like movies I watched with Alex in theaters for some reason.
And that's the only
Give a
one.
list.
Was that one? No, there was that one in Home Alone.
Okay.
3, yeah.
The first Harry Potter, I think, I saw in theaters with you guys.
I saw it with Mom for my birthday. I remember that.
Well, I thought we saw it together after. I think
Yeah,
you
I
guys saw it
played
the
it
second
once.
time. But I can't remember.
That's the same day that the GameCube came out, and I bought one. Or I wanted to buy one. Malls were closed or something. I had 2 that first day. I had a purple one and a black one. I took back the purple one. Seriously.
The
I got the purple one. It's kind of balling. Yeah, we saw that. That was a nice...
why would the malls be closed the day a GameCube came out?
Because it came out on a Sunday
Not
for
a
some reason.
GameCube.
It came out like November 18th or something.
Weird.
And
That sounds
I
about
don't know.
right.
It's a week.
Is
before
anybody
the
going to
weekend.
argue that?
Uh,
I might if I can look it up. Talk amongst yourselves while I...
It might have a different
consult.
British release date, but
Oh, might it?
We have
it could have a Skyfall type situation on our hands.
Wow. November 18th, 2001. You are...
very weird. Well, did you guess that? Or did you know that? Yes, if you know it's a problem.
No, I remembered that.
Well, he's got a weird AF memory. At first, I was going to be like, it came out September 14th, but that's when it came out in Japan. And November 18th, 2001 in North America.
There we go.
So GameCube was the first Nintendo system I bought for myself, because the system we got before that we got for Christmas.
Yes.
And Mom and Dad said, here you go. And then they said, that's the last one we're buying you kids. You're on your own from here on out. So
They
we're
say
like,
that?
all right.
They kicked us out of the house.
They kicked us out of the house. Yeah, we were only. I was a scant. How old was I when the N64 came? Because you got it in '97, so I was like 13. Kicked me out in the street at 13, and that's why I came out to Vancouver, trying to make it as an actor, And here I am. But yeah, they said that. I remember Mom being like, "That's the last one." I don't know why she sounds like Marge. She's like, "That's the last one."
That's
She sounds
possibly
wild.
weirder for moms. voice.
Also not the
Actually,
same,
that's where it's.
So we were
that's
talking a
where
little
it's-
bit about Christmas memories. So, and we mentioned the N64 before. And Will, do you want to take us through a special Christmas memory with the N64?
Well, okay, so yeah, we got the N64, and,
No, let's
and,
not
you
we're not
know,
gonna talk about that.
well, no, I just remember, and I don't remember specifics. Alex might. I just remember Alex was kind of like, he's just kind of jerky about it, because for years, like the three of
Mom's
us,
gonna hear this and go, kind of jerky, but
he's my favorite jerky boy, by the way, kind of jerky. No, she's. You were just like kind of like, don't really want it, and I was like, okay, well, I don't really care. I was happy to get it, but the thing is,
I was
like,
a way bigger baby about it than you're describing, but that's fine. We'll leave it as is.
okay, so you remember, Alex? You remember anything specific? Because I don't remember specifics. I don't want to just give you blanket statements like you were.
I don't know.
Big
Just
baby or
Do you know
Being
where? Do you know where you were? Like, did you want something else
douchebag.
instead? Like,
I don't know.
okay.
I have no idea.
because
I
for
just-
years we got group presents. Like one year we got
even now, like I just was never into in video games,
Right.
and even now, like I'm not really into video games. I'll never own a system. If you like, when Will's home in a couple hours, we'll play FIFA and all that stuff. And if I'm at my buddy Derek's, like
You
we'll
have
play
FIFA?
stuff. I don't know, Madden. I meant Madden.
You meant Madden.
And
yeah. Well, it's
but other
football.
than that, like
Football.
I just never want to play video games.
Well,
So,
a couple years
like,
ago,
I
we
just
played a
wish
lot
that-
of Call of Duty. That was fun.
Yeah, like I have fun playing it, but it's never,
You played it from time to time, but I think by that point we had already had,
video
years ago
games
we
to
got
me are like Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
A little goes a long way. Is that what you're
was
saying?
See the
never-
appeal,
no,
and I'd never
I
take
see
that
the
away
appeal,
from
never
anybody,
take away
but
from
I'd
anybody,
also
but
never
no
stand in
one's
line for
stand
it.
in line for it. Yeah, thank you. Jeff
Just
Winger.
follow me up with everything I say. Yeah, echo
Well, 'cause I
my
know exactly what you're
sentiments.
He also said, but he says that during the Christmas episode, doesn't he? I was
yes,
getting
yes.
Jeff ready for his
December
fight. I couldn't think of another word. Yeah, so because years ago we got the Nintendo, then we got the Super Nintendo, and then like every couple years we'd have a new game, like you get Donkey Kong Country or something
Legend of
like that.
Zelda, famous Christmas.
The famous From Someone to Someone Else, yeah.
Mom, for some
Eh.
reason, has found it in the years that have gone by necessary to not
She's
label
gotten
our
really
presents with our
mean.
own
Yeah,
names.
she's got really mean about it.
Which is very
She's
funny
got-
because I've never sought out Christmas presents. I've never wanted to find them. I've never been curious about them.
I just like seeing a big pile of presents under the tree. Maybe because I'm a materialistic jerk, but I just think it's nice. I don't care if it's all. I mean, Usually it's like, oh wow, what's that big pile of presents for? It's like, oh, that's for your aunt and uncle and Grammy. Like, oh, okay, well, I don't care about those. You don't have to put it under the tree. It looks so enticing. It's sitting right there, but it's not for me. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Christmas. No, I just like seeing a big pile of presents under the tree. And yeah, man, I'm not going to pick up. I mean, I don't ask for Lego anymore, so I can't pick up anything and shake it. You know,
That's fair.
I don't want the surprise spoiled. I want to enjoy it on the actual day. So,
Oh, there's nothing I hate more than having a present spoiled for me, or having anything spoiled for me. Interstellar, other things.
Yeah.
Alex, don't make me talk about
I'm
not making
Matt,
you talk
we're
about
gonna
it.
get-
No, what,
we're gonna
Matt?
get
I
Matt
will.
on.
I'm going to come over there. I'm going to twist your arm. I'm going to make you talk about that. Again,
Yeah,
the loudest I've
do
ever
it.
heard anybody
Don't.
ever be.
Do it.
Except the other weekend when he was equally as loud. Matt just is good at projecting.
I was good at projecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like a
What
siren.
were you mad about last week?
He
wasn't mad, I
was.
loud.
We were just driving home from. We were driving from Halifax to Cole Harbor for the New England Patriots football game, and that particular time they beat the Miami Dolphins 41-13. And Matt was recanting, as Will would say, and CM Punk would say, CM Punk has taken on your usage of recant.
Oh, no.
And it still doesn't mean what either of you think it means.
Okay, do you remember when CM Punk went to university and I went to university? Because we neither of us got very far or did that. So anyway, go ahead.
So Matt was just telling a story about, and it's akin to a episode of Speakeasy with Paul F. Tompkins when John Mulaney's on it, and they're talking about like parents having parties and stuff like that. And John Mulaney says something along the lines of, "Nothing is louder than like drunk parents having a party."
Amen to that, by the way. 'cause
Amen
I
to
remember
that.
Mom and Dad having parties.
Yeah, and so like adults when you're little,
Open it
like
up.
laughing and drinking is the loudest thing on earth. And,
It's
like,
also
playing cards
terrifying.
or
It
whatever
comes
they
out of
did. Yeah,
nowhere.
exactly.
They'd be like downstairs, be like, meh, 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 meh.
Exactly. So they sound like whooping monkeys. I agree.
Will, you have excellent middle-aged woman laughter, like nailed down.
Yeah, and Matt does it. But anyway, he's
I
talking
was
about
accurate in- I just should have done it in a
a certain
car.
company having a party, and he's like, and 50-year-old women on white wine, like when they're laughing, and like even a group of four, it's the loudest thing possible. And so instead of just leaving it there, he then turned to me and did it as loud as he could in my ear, the impression of these women laughing, and it was in a very confined space, and I
I
almost
think you say a very confined space because you don't want to say you were in a car.
yeah. I said we were
So you're
driving.
Okay, I thought you were
Yeah.
like we were in a very not to be too specific, but we may have been in like a miner's cart together.
We were in
Oh,
Iron
over
Man.
there.
We were
Like
inside
Donkey Kong
Tony.
Country, like Minecart Carnage or something.
Yeah, exactly. The second or third level of Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Whose graphics were amazing.
It really was.
Hey,
No,
okay,
it really wasn't in hindsight.
Quick
but-
question: What what happened to our version of our N64 version of Donkey Kong? Did we ever own that?
We definitely did, because I remember we got it at Grammy got it for us. We got Donkey Kong 64.
Where did it go?
It came with the expansion pack. I have no idea. It is
It'll be
not in
around,
my
wouldn't it?
possess. Maybe you lent it to
Sure.
somebody.
I
and we
think it
should
was
give
lent to
back.
somebody because I like for years and years it's not been around, and I remember being like, "Oh, it's kind of a fun game. It'd be cool to kind of like go back to that one because I was too young to really appreciate it."
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good question.
Anybody's gonna
So if you're
remember
listening,
it will. It's not me, but I have
if
no
you're
idea.
listening to this show and you have our copy of Donkey Kong 64, could you
Give
please
it back, you bastard.
Yeah, give it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get a little cross here. Give it back, you jerk. Okay, it's not yours. It doesn't belong to you unless we traded you for a game, and then all's fair in love and war, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I think I think they should absolutely give it back. So I don't know where that is. I never finished it because to beat that game, you had to get 2 tokens to open this giant door, and 1 token you got from like beating a bunch of bosses or something. And I did
You
that.
never beat the game?
Oh, I think I know what game.
No.
I think I know what the other thing you need.
You need to beat Donkey Kong, the first 4 levels of Donkey Kong, the arcade game. And if you ever watch Fistful of Quarters or King of Kong or whatever it's called, that game is incredible. It's a great documentary. That game is incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
It's like to get to the kill screen of Donkey Kong, it's such a big freaking deal.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to beat the first. Oh yeah, man! Like it's real toughy. Like you gotta beat him. Like you're like Mario, like jumping around and stuff. Like jumping over barrels and like climbing up ladders and
Get
stuff.
right over them there.
It's real tough. So yeah, we never beat it. And, it's a real, I gotta say, man, it's a real thorn in my side. And I was actually counting on beating it when I came home. And now I guess we're gonna have to find a new copy of it, I suppose. Spend $8,000 on eBay and get a new copy of it. Son of a bee sting. But, well, I remember there were years ago, Alex, in the early days, the all or nothing days, when you wanted, I just remember you specifically wanted a Nintendo and you wanted a remote controlled car.
How? Okay, when was this?
And you got both.
I don't know.
Well, it's had to be like 90 something. 90 or 91.
Okay, so that makes sense that I don't. Will you saying he was?
I remember having
I
remember having the remote
like
control
4 or 5.
car, as Will would say.
Yeah, the remote control car, but like it wasn't a remote. It was like a cord connected right to the car, so you had to
you just follow around with it.
chase the car. It's good for fat kids if you like.
Hey.
All right, play with your car, kid, and chase it. Not that you were, Alex.
I saw a picture when I was 4 years old. I was ripped.
You were
like, man, if I could have that
Really?
body now.
You were the
You know the body of a 4-year-old? That's weird, man.
you were the 4-inch pythons, brother. That's what you had.
I still have them.
Zing. He zinged himself.
Zing on me, self zing.
See, we have fun here. And then we got the Super Nintendo.
See, everyone, we're enjoying ourselves.
See, every Christmas to me revolves around a Nintendo. I don't know why that is.
That makes sense for you.
Well, once we get the 64, then it no longer did. Even this year, though, like you get your Christmas, like, well, what do you want? And you're like, Ocarina of Time, Mario
game that
Bros.
we get,
2.
yeah.
And you're like, and in the back of my head, I'm like, he's 30 years old.
Hasn't aged it.
For his handheld.
Changed a damn bit.
Yes, no, it has not.
Amen.
And neither is
I
mine.
like to keep it old school because I'm an old fool who's so cool. But I
That's the dorkiest rap I've ever heard. What was that?
it's from Whoop. There it is, isn't it? It's like
Sure, I don't know.
the old
I was thinking
school.
today though how Space Jam has the best opening montage ever.
Everybody get up! It's time to slam now.
We got our real
thing going
on.
on.
To the Space Jam.
All right,
Do your dance to the Space Jam. All right. Come on and slam if you want to jam. This is gonna be the rest of the podcast. Come on and slam and watch your body
This
jam.
is-
This is not Christmas related. Do you remember the time
Simon
that
Jamin.
Dad got advance tickets to Kazam?
Shaq, Kazam. Yeah. And we drove to
we
hell.
watched Kazam in the movie theater.
I cried because it was emotional with the tape.
I
remember
you were
that.
young.
You
I
remember,
think you
like,
cried
stuff?
at every movie. Baby Geniuses, you were inconsolable.
That's not true. There's no way. I only remember
What's
crying
funny
at
is that
movie.
like a sad movie nowadays, you probably wouldn't even bat an eye because you're.
I'm trying to think of the last movie that made me kind of like, oh, what was it?
It was
It was something
soulless
stupid. I don't
Mine
know.
was Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanks, first 5 minutes of that movie.
Isn't that intense? I thought his mom was Angelina Jolie. That really threw me
I
off.
think I may have too.
Look like Angelina Jolie.
All right, thanks, Medea.
believe what happened to my lips. First they were chapped, and then I burned them. Now it turns out I'm allergic to my new lip chap. So I'm just quoting things that no one knows what they are. Justin
that's
Timberlake
okay.
on Saturday Night Live.
From how long ago?
I don't know, 1999.
Bring it up.
1990 snarf. Gosh, let's. All right, let's keep it.
Let's keep this on track.
Keep it a
Because
Christmas here.
that is
What am I-
my skill.
Sorry,
That's my
speaking of
skill.
sadness, speaking
Bring
of
it on.
Christmas,
Let's bring it on down to Holmesville.
one of my
Speaking
saddest
of
Christmas
sad-
stories that I've ever heard.
Oh, this is good. All right,
This
let's
is
do this one.
From our
Is
dear
it-
old mom told
Is
us
it
this.
Christmas shoes?
No, I don't even know that one, to be honest.
Is it the gift of the Magi?
all I
Gift
know
of
is
the
Pat
Magi.
Oswalt,
So there's this guy who's got a big watch and a lady that's got some hair. And anyway, so mom was telling me, we were talking about like getting Christmas spoiled for you a little bit, and I remember she told me about a time when she was young when she got some board games like Sorry and a couple other ones, or Sorry. I don't know.
I'm concerned right now for the record. I don't
Sorry
know
is the American
Okay,
pronunciation.
sorry. Okay, got
Say-
thinking.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
You can say sorry. You're Canadian.
And so her mom, our grandmother, she wrapped it in tissue paper, which, if you know anything about tissue paper, is see-through. So
It
she
is
like
see-through,
wrapped
yes.
it, and so before Christmas, she knew exactly what she was getting. And I don't know
Aw,
why, but
that's-
that story always bothered me. I was just like, that's so sad because no
I
one's.
really
no
thought
one
it'd be
to
a
do
much
that.
sadder story.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's
yeah,
just-
it was like Christmas
I
morning.
held
and
it
Santa
together
drove
pretty
over a
well
dog or
considering my
something.
anticipation. So
Okay,
I'm feeling
You held it together. I don't think you held it
I have
together
a-
all
okay,
that well.
okay, I have another question, you guys. Do you guys
yes,
want to talk
the answer
about?
is yes.
Do you guys want to talk about the Jolly Man from the North Pole and the questions of his existence. And we found out and all that good stuff.
Sure. If you're under the age of 9, stop listening now and go to bed because it's probably late.
It's too late to listen to this podcast. What are you doing, 9-year-old?
I'll tell you what. I didn't have a definitive moment when I kind of discovered. I mean, for years I thought Mom and Dad did a good job because Dad would. I'm sure it was his favorite part of the whole holiday was that he got to take a couple of bites of a cookie and put it back. And here's the thing.
Fired.
I'm gonna see him.
He's gonna be picking up from the airport in a couple hours, just for the record.
Yeah, well, let me throw down the challenge right now, Dad. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Oh.
You hear that?
Oh,
I'm not afraid anymore. I just remember. I don't know why I ever thought Santa Claus came to our house. Why do you think the number one reason I should not have thought Santa came to our house, guys? If you know anything about our house, what does it not have?
A fireplace.
No fireplace.
We have a chimney. We do not have a fireplace.
Exactly.
Correct.
We have a faux fireplace.
We didn't even have it all the time, though.
We did, but you're right. We only got it in the last couple of years. So I don't know why.
Years,
I thought Santa just came out of the furnace or something.
That's horrifying. Because
we heard he could
Santa.
He can tweak if he's at the top of a chimney and he doesn't fit, he can just tweak his nose and he'll shrink, and then he'll come out of the furnace and stuff.
Movie
under
The Santa
Christmas tree.
Claus.
Yeah, this is
covered
you're
that
going to the Tim
very
Allen School of Santa Claus.
Yes.
Okay, so see, this is a movie I've not seen in quite
Jimmy
some time.
magically opens up, and you haven't seen the Santa Claus with an E?
In quite a long time. I mean,
that movie's weird because it's you have to. That movie's title depends on kids knowing what a legal clause is.
Isn't by the way, isn't David Krumholtz? Isn't he the elf that
yes, he is Bernard?
Yeah, isn't he probably Jewish? Isn't he a Jewish guy? He plays. So I'm saying
David
Christmas.
Krumholtz Jewish? I don't know how to answer that question.
I'm saying Christmas probably isn't his jam.
Is Sidney Applebaum Jewish? I don't know how to.
Jewish? Is he a Jewish?
Jewish.
No.
Is he a Jewess, which is a female Jew?
Like Paul Heyman said, he's the Jew who puts the Jew in jujitsu.
Oh God,
that's pretty great.
Out of all of Paul Heyman's lies, that's the worst one.
Chris, for me, I think the biggest thing was when I asked Mom. I said point blank to her once.
Point blank, Mom, level with me here.
What's Santa real? And she said, and I don't know. I don't know if she thought this was a great line or something.
She's gonna cry when she listens to this. By the way,
no. She just said, "What do you think?" And I was like, "All right, Mom, that's enough. I get it." But
so no.
The answer is no if it's an opinion thing. I get it.
I'm asking.
What do you think? All right, shut up.
It's kind of like, it's a truth. It's either true or not. And it wasn't true.
I guess you would have been the last one to find out, though. I don't remember there ever being a time where Will and I were like, and Mom like, don't say anything.
No, I was that never happened, which I'm grateful for, because some families it's like the older brother's like, he's not real, and the kids go, no, he's real to me.
He's still real to me, damn it.
Never happened.
Like, Alex. I think mine was similar. Just like, hey, come on.
I think it's just some jerky kids at school.
What are we doing?
I don't think I went to Mom and Dad, but some jerky kids at school were like, "There's no real, whatever." But you know what? It doesn't matter. You know what's real? The spirit is. Well, look, it's easier to prove something that
you're here now, aren't you?
Okay, sure. Does the great piece still exist? All right.
They do exist.
One of those M&Ms is Santa. Actually, who was the other? It's someone like kind of famous as the yellow one, and the red M&M is Billy West from Futurama and many other cartoons. But the yellow one is like Santa. Oh, yeah. Dang it! This is gonna drive me nuts. Ian Hale in front of the show. He's gonna know the answer to this.
I am going to find this out.
How?
By Googling voice of yellow peanut M&M.
J.K.
Maybe it's nobody.
Simmons. Hey, originally voiced by
yes,
John
it is.
Goodman, and
it is J.K. Simmons.
Okay, John Goodman. I like that.
There you go. Santa. Yeah, that's a good one. I'd go for that commercial again. Ian on Facebook, Ian Hale from the show. He shared the old school Sobeys. I do have to say it every time. Alex, brother of mine. And I say that every time too, Matthew, brother of mine as well.
Thank you. We didn't introduce ourselves at the beginning of the show, so it's good that we.
Because people don't know.
Because people don't know.
They're like, I'm just listening to this podcast.
Oh, you didn't know?
You better call for a minute.
Okay.
No, it's the Sobeys Star. Thank you. The Sobeys Star of Christmas commercial. Now, do you guys remember any special Christmas concert songs that you guys did? I just remember there was one, like a bunch of like, I think it was when I went and saw one of yours, Matt. It was like the primaries came out and they were all dressed in boxes and they were like, good things come in little packages, little packages, yes, sirree.
Oh my god, that's so cute. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Little packages, just like me.
or something along those lines. I don't know the exact words, but those are them.
Something close to that. Was that your class, Alex? Maybe.
No, I remember being like an older gentleman, of 8 or 9 years old, and being like, "What a bunch of dorks."
You wore a sports coat with elbow patches and a tweed vest, and you had a monocle and a pipe.
And that tweed vest still fits
very
me.
well dressed.
Actually, that's like a trendy thing to wear these days. Clothes.
Clothes are very trendy.
What did I do? I just remember
Clothes are trendy.
Clothes are in right now. So hot right now. Clothes.
Definitely not out.
So good, my man. No, I remember bookending my elementary school Christmas concert career by playing Santa Claus in primary and then playing Santa Claus in grade 6.
That's really Santa Claus in grade primary?
Yeah.
How did that?
Yeah, they thought it was
a great primary class. They're not going to get like an old Santa to do it.
They thought I was too young for the part, but I like to think that I showed them kind of a youthful side of Santa that maybe a lot of people don't think. Because you see the white beard and the white hair. You could just have what's it called when you alopecia? No, it's not.
Yeah, albino. Alopecia would be if he was bald.
Could have. Well, he's
Sitworth had that.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Coca-Cola, by the way, for giving us the current version of Santa Claus.
Is that true?
Is that true, or
I don't think it's true.
I'm pretty sure it is.
That's good.
Snopes.
We need the Snopes podcast get on here.
Snopes cast.
Yeah.
Do they have a podcast? They should.
They should. And they should just be like, so this came out this week that said Obama is a Muslim. Sorry, that's a take on a Kristen Wiig character from Saturday Night Live from 2008.
No, I know. It's okay. We're not,
just to be clear,
not pointing fingers. The Snopes podcast, I think, would just be like an audio version of "Saved You a Click," wouldn't it be? It's kind of like that's true, but it's not. Actually, no, it'd be a little more.
They go into detail a little bit. They say where it's circulated and why, and
the 5 W's.
Yeah,
where, why, how, whom,
web.
Already screwed up by saying how.
How's got a W in it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not one of the 5 W's.
Who, what, where, wow.
Whiskey.
Wow.
Wheat.
Quill.
I remember I listened the Christmas concert I did in grade 6. In grade 6, you're supposed to have like a kind of a cool song, a more fun one. So I did some sort of Beach Boys-esque song that I don't really know.
Oh, was that Run,
Reindeer? Yeah.
Yeah. Way up north, where the elves get, where the song is Santa that you all been told. Little Saint Nick.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I remember
it's cool, like when you're in grade 6 in 1990.
Doesn't one end? It's like, look, go down, Santa is back. Yeah, or something. I remember that from something.
That's probably Mac the Knife.
Gosh.
Probably.
Yeah, that probably is Mac the Knife, but I think there's a Santa version.
He is back.
I remember there being a Christmas concert where the power went out and people used...
and then everyone rejoiced.
I think I just made that up completely, that Santa one. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Mac the Knife, brother.
No, I'm embarrassed.
No, I remember in grade 6, I think they did probably the cheesiest Christmas song I've ever heard, which is called Cool Santa.
Oh, brother.
And it's like, when they started the song, it's like, Jolly old St. Nicholas, lean your ear this way. And then someone's like, record scratch, like, and someone's like, but we want to be cool. Oh, no. And then all the grade 6 kids put on sunglasses and like, talk about cool Santa, cool Santa Claus. And then the last line is cooler than the Wizard of Oz. That's Santa Claus.
Cooler than the Wizard of Oz. The coolest.
This was a song in 1996, and they said cooler than the Wizard of Oz, which is a movie from what, 42, 41?
60 years ago.
1939.
I don't know how that's like the benchmark.
Yeah, how's that the benchmark of cool? That's what I don't care how long ago it came out. I don't care how long ago it came out.
It's an iconic, sure, it's an iconic film, but also the Wizard was revealed to be a fraud, first of all. But
yeah, he was not very popular, and then he actually got them on their way, so it ended up being okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but
my
yes,
gosh.
that was a particular bad one. We did Malakamiki Maka one year, which is like kind of that's another cheesy. It's like Malakamiki Maka,
bright Hawaiian Christmas Day.
It's not bad when it's sung by like a silky, whiskey
As I
voice
just-
like
as I
that.
just
As
did.
you just did, yeah, it sounded beautiful. But like
Thank you, Alex.
If anyone could describe my voice, it would be silky.
I would describe it as grating, but it sounds good coming from like a man's voice, but like a bunch of kids being like, I guess they all sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So that was a bad, yeah, there's just, Chris, I'll tell you what, when I have kids and I'm going to have I'm planning on like a little soccer team, I'm going to have 11 men out, I'm not looking forward to the Christmas concerts. I want to give a shout out. First of all, Hubble Space Telescope.
I was going to say that.
I know. But shout out to Mom and Dad for enduring. So there's 3 of us. And they went to every Christmas concert we did. So that's a lot. And I guess the years that you and Matt because sometimes they split up the nights too, didn't they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, sometimes there was 2. They split up between the younger and older grades, or like because people are like, it's too long.
Could they not just like take 2 hours? There were never more than like 2 classes.
Like just one verse of a song. That's all you got to do.
Oh my gosh.
Just one verse, And then like it always ends with "We wish you a Merry Christmas" and the thing. But like I can't. Like we thought we sounded okay, and then when I was in band, we had band Christmas concerts. So many crappy shows they had to go to.
They're just like, ugh.
Yeah, that was a poor investment in my life. All those hours spent in band. I guess that's why it's a good thing I'm such a nice singer.
Yeah, and that's why video games are better.
A silky smooth operatic voice. There's ads in Vancouver. It's like Metro Vancouver's advertising this. It's like create memories, not garbage. So it's like this year I'm getting her singing lessons. It's like, get somebody.
Don't get your girlfriend singing lessons, then she'll make you want to like listen.
It was a mom talking about her kid, so she's beautiful.
Yeah, even worse.
Wonderful, sporting your stupid kid. But it's like the old like get somebody a gym membership or a muscle.
Oh, that'll go over real well.
Or a muscle
go
and fitness
for it.
magazine.
So you're fat.
Yeah. So Cosmo says you're fat, but I ain't down with that. But you should probably go to Fitness World anyway and shed a couple pounds. You know what I'm saying? Lose weight.
Betty.
I'm looking forward to Alex. I enjoyed last year a lot. Our post. Remember last year, our post Christmas Day dinner. I was probably the most full of food I've ever been in my entire life, and we went on that little like super cold life. I was the most full I've ever been. This Michael Caine type. I was the most full I've ever been. My entire life.
I ate a pile of stuffing the size of a tangerine.
Not that much.
They did it for sport. My food.
Oh, is this when we all went on the walk?
That
You, me, and
bad
Scotty,
was
and we went
groups away.
on the walk
Yeah.
up the road. That was
like
awesome.
super cold and super
Yeah.
snowy, and the sky was super clear.
Super clear.
That was awesome. Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
time.
Remind me of Men in Black when at the beginning, and
When the Christmas Men in Black.
Yeah, the Christmas Men in Black, the Christmas version, and then but like they're like, oh, the stars, you don't see them from in the city, and then you go out and you're like, oh wow, there's actually stars in the sky. So let's do that again this year. I forgot about
the star. Yeah, we'll definitely do it again. Hopefully, it's
Sounds romantic,
clear.
guys. This is the first time.
Actually,
it's
it's supposed to storm it's supposed to be a storm of some sort that day. But what are you gonna do? I also remember being at Grammy's one. Well, do you remember tossing the old pigskin around, and then an enormous dog emerged from the woods, and we were just like,
and I thought it was a bear for a quick
I thought it was
second.
a bear. That's how big this dog was, and how like fuzzy it was. I was just like,
It just
I don't
looked
know
as-
what that is.
We're just tossing the football around in like the kind of like upper part of the field, and this big
We're
furry
inches
animal.
apart because we throw like women, but.
Yeah, it's true. Not that women can't throw. All women and all men are equal in my eyes. They're all white and Catholic, as we all should be. But
Oh my god!
yes, this dog, this giant animal barrels out of the woods, and Alex and I are like, "Okay, it's time to go in." Like, I'm sure it was fine. It's just from like the neighbor's house up the road.
Yeah, it wasn't like mad about it or anything, but it was just such a
It didn't
large
bark at us.
animal.
It
You
just
couldn't even be like,
shocked
"That's
me.
a dog." You were like, "You were pretty sure," but I don't know.
It really surprised me.
In hindsight, just probably
then
like
there was the one year
dogs.
we were throwing the ball around. It was me, you, and Scotty, and it was like snowy. That was fun. And last year was a good time. And yes, Matt, it'll be the first time in a long time we'll all be together. Christmas Day.
It's been 5 years, guys.
5 years.
Cinqueanos.
Okay.
5 years in Italian.
I said pardon. Yes, it'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. What else are we going to do? So we're going to go to Grammys on Christmas Day, Boxing Day. Oh, the Canada plays Slovakia Boxing Day night. And the World Juniors this year are in Toronto, Montreal. So for you East Coasters, that means the games are going to be on at a reasonable hour and not. Yeah. Remember the ads last year? It's like, wake up, Canada!
Wake up, Canada! The World Juniors are starting. It's 4 a.m. Yeah. I did that one year. I got up for the semis against the States, and I was like, it starts at 5, and you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to watch it. And they got demolished. They got trounced. It was me and my buddy. We used to live in an apartment on Almond Street, and we were like, you know what? We're getting up for it. And then it was just like 6-1 in the third period. We're just like, I regret everything. Yeah, I was glad earlier. Used to have like an actual app you could get with Jay and Dan on it, and they would actually like call you and wake you up.
That would be.
It was a recording.
Yeah.
What's up, Alex?
Yeah, Jay. Hey, Alex, this is Jay Onright. I'm very glad to call you right now. I don't know who you are, and I don't care, and I hate my job. I'm going to Fox. See you guys later. Peace out, Canada. No, I don't think he hated his job at all. We all got the same book last year. We all got his autobiography.
Well, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a delicious tap water. I know. It's nothing but the best. I had a Brita filter, but it broke. You should call it a broke filter. I got nothing. That was really bad. Hey, I'll tell you what, it wasn't good. I'll tell you what I have in my apartment. The first time ever, the roommate and his little lady friend bought us a Christmas tree. Oh yeah, really ties the room together. I like it. Matt, do you and your
decorated anything this year?
Yeah, see, I usually leave the decorations up to mom and dad. You know, leave it up to their.
When you live
house.
alone, you're just like,
Well, you live alone, you can be at mom and dad's for Christmas too. Like if you didn't have that option, you would have something, right? You'd have a tree or something.
Oh, for sure.
Almost definitely.
Doing that for show.
Gonna get a tree for show. Matt, do you and the wifey have a little tree?
We do indeed. We get a natural tree.
Donated. Do you have a natural tree?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Mom and Pa were giving you their old one. Their oldie.
Mom and Pa. No, they were / next year. But we got a natural tree that fell over a couple times, so we made it smaller. And now it's all decorated, and it looks real nice. And
it fell over, and you don't even have a kitty cat to knock it over.
I know, right?
Little miffers.
Speaking of loud noises,
yes,
yeah,
a Christmas tree falling over is definitely in that category.
Will, why don't you fill us in?
It makes a loud noise. Well, you remember when we had Snowball that first year, and we had to basically strap the tree to the wall.
For the listeners, Snowball is who?
Oh, he was Cass. I
think he's still out there.
I got him. No, he's definitely dead. I got him, and
he did his hail.
He definitely he was crow food in '97. Actually, no, I think he. Well, it is. Yeah, I know.
I was trying to think of that slang.
Merry Christmas, everybody! Think of our dead cat. I got him birthday '97 because I decided to get a cat. Terrible idea, by the way. Go to your local, and I got him from a pet store too. Yes. And in hindsight's always 20/20, but looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy. Sorry, that's a Megadeth song. Shout out to Dave Mustaine. Anyway, no, he. I don't know why I decided to get a cat from a pet store. Don't get a cat at a pet store, folks. Go to your local animal shelter in town, your SPCA, especially around this time of year. Don't give a animal as a present either. By the way, I'm having trouble packing this goldfish I got for Matt. Ow. Sorry.
Did it bite you?
Did you just get bit by a goldfish?
That seems unlikely.
No, I just realized I shouldn't tell Matt that I got him a goldfish.
Oh, okay.
That was the gag. And it went over like I thought it would.
Like a bag of bricks.
Like a lead balloon. But I tell you what's not
balloons.
Good.
Really?
That's my favorite Christmas song.
Ding,
ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
I really don't know what that was.
You guys,
I'm excited for Christmas. It's been 5 years since we've all been together. Yeah, that is crazy.
Too long, man. What are some Christmas episodes of TV shows we love that we're gonna watch?
Community.
Fresh Prince is on Netflix. You got to see some of that. I think
all 3.
I don't know if they had a good one.
Fresh Prince? What about the time they're in the
there's the one where
cabin
he
and
has
they
to
get
go-
robbed?
Yeah, and there's the other time where he has to go pick up the decorations, and it's like a very snobby place, and the guy's like,
Oh yeah, Jesus is a disc.
yes,
Any
exactly.
And then
Christmas
Evander
like
Holyfield comes over. That might be a different episode, but Evander Holyfield comes over. Different one?
Christmas episodes have to be so easy to
Pretty
write
much.
because it's like, all right, so our character who's an idiot will say that he's got everything planned for Christmas, and then he realizes he doesn't, and he has to do everything Christmas Eve. And let's save this idea for Valentine's Day when he said he made the reservations and he didn't, and he has to, figure it out right beforehand. Community's got a good one. I'm partial to the
Which one do you
Futurama
like?
ones with the robot Santa Claus.
Which Community one do you like?
All of them. I like Abed's.
I don't
Whatever
like
you
the
call 'em.
claymation one super a lot, but I did like the other ones.
I don't.
Out of Control
I like the
Christmas.
latest one. I like the first one where it's December 10th, and season 3 when they take over the Glee Club is also very good.
Oh, glorious!
With Taron Killam.
Oh,
Yeah.
super.
Oh, Taron Killam. And of course, the It's Always Sunny Christmas special. I have that on Blu-ray
Yes, that one's a funny one too because they swear and
because I got that for a gift. And the first thing the person asked me was it good quality? And the first thing that happens on the Blu-ray when you turn it on is it's
Rob
Nicholson.
It's Glenn Howerton, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's like
no,
driving in a Ferrari. He's like,
yeah, maybe.
hey, you guys might think this thing wasn't shot in what we call native HD.
Yeah, so it's
Something
really
funny to the
horrible
girl next to
quality,
him.
but it's a fantastic special. So,
But at least they make, at least they point it out and they have some fun with it. What else is a good
Why
one?
they sell it on Blu-ray? But
Well, because they can, basically. That's the answer to a lot of things.
that I'm a fan of that have good Christmas specials. I can't think of off the top of my head.
I don't know, they're all the same, really, in the end.
Oh.
Charlie Brown's a good one.
I don't think I've seen that in 27 years.
I saw it one time.
You saw it when you were 0?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's not
I
good.
think I feel like I've seen
let
it.
me-
It's not good. It's just a classic.
Let's run through it here.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown goes to get a Christmas tree. He eats a very bad Christmas tree. Like,
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh, it's like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree," and I'm like, "What are you?"
See, that's what created
that's
that
what
icon. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
And then-
Great
and then
Pumpkin
Lucy
doesn't
wants-
come, and then
No,
they try
that's
to
a
kick a
different one.
football. It doesn't happen. The doctor's in. There's a kid who has like little viruses following him around, and
That's Pigpen.
And then Wolfgang Mozart, Beethoven plays piano for a while, and that girl.
This reminds me so bad of one of my favorite SNL sketches, which is a stage production of I'm a
You're a
Charlie
rat
Brown
bastard,
Christmas.
Charlie
but it's,
Brown.
You're a rat bastard, Charlie Brown. And Bill Hader
With
is Al
Martin
Pacino
Short.
playing Charlie Brown, and Martin Short is Larry
Charles.
David.
Oh, Larry David, yeah. Wrong producer.
It's a whole to do.
I think it's on the,
It's got time for Christmas. Yeah.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And Kate McKinnon is Edie Falco, and she pulls a football out, and he's like cursing out. She's like, "It's soft, it's grass." Oh my god, I love it.
like-
It's just so many shots of the kids. And I won't say who plays Pigpen, but it's fun.
And then Michael Keaton plays.
Taron Killam is Michael
Oh,
Keaton.
Nice, yes.
And even the Jason Sudeikis one's so good, but it's sad now.
Who is
He's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
So you
go.
watch it
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, it's so good, but I am so sad. That's one of the celebrity deaths. I'm sorry, I know it's a Christmas one. I forget about it a lot.
It's
Like, you
hard-
just be like,
it's the worst.
oh, he's not alive anymore.
We're done.
Rob-
No more Philip Seymour
Robin-
Hoffman movies except for next year when the last Hunger Games movie comes out. But after that, we're done.
Robin Williams for me. I looked
Someone
at a
said
list.
Robin Williams the other day, and they were like, Robin? I was like, okay, girl. Williams. I was like, who is that? And I remembered Robin Williams.
Who the hell? Right. Make you rest.
I looked at there's like a list. It's like top, searched terms in 2014. He was on it.
He
I
was
like,
on
"Damn."
his top. I
But we
remember
will
where I was
do.
when I found out.
Where were you?
I was at a restaurant called Shoeless Joe's in Greater Napanee, Ontario, and we were sitting outside, and the table next to us was just like, Robin Williams died. And we are just like, okay. And I looked up my phone, and I was like, holy shnikes.
And you're like, so what do you mean Robert Williams died? She goes, yeah, so we just came back from watching Interstellar, that Matt Damon movie, and then we find out Robin Williams died.
You can't really spoil a death of a person.
Alex, I just love the idea that you're wandering around in the world, you're having drinks and food, and
people are just grabbing me left and right, telling me giving ish away.
I mean, McDonald's. Somebody says they're canceling the interview, and you're like, what?
That was weird.
You're in your own little world, just kind of enjoying things, and all this stuff's just happening around.
I wouldn't say I'm enjoying things, but I'm in my own little world.
You think Stoolish Joe's is having fun?
I wouldn't say I was missing it, Bob. You told me about it, Alex. I was at a friend's birthday and I got the text from you. And then I went to Twitter to verify its truthiness.
Yeah. That's one of those things where you're just kind of we totally digress, but when you told me, I woke up and there's 97 messages on my phone. I was like, oh no. And it's like Ultimate Warrior died. And you're like, what? He was just on Raw hours ago.
Yeah,
hours ago.
Yeah, a scant hours ago. Yeah, it was crazy.
One of the last texts was, sorry, Alex, for blowing up your phone. Because you guys were both on the West Coast not West Coast, but Western part of Canada.
Saskatchewan, sure.
Sure, the wonderful coastline of Saskatchewan.
Yes.
I was in Nova Scotia and it was 2 a.m. and I was asleep, so I woke to that.
There's often news on Twitter that I look up and I'm like, oh, don't let that be true. Oh, come on.
That's how I found out Bin Laden died.
I think I found out the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cena announced it at I think it was at Extreme Rules one year.
Well, no, one of the
because it happened a Sunday night, so
they did it at a baseball playoff game in Philly, and the crowd went nuts. I want to say it's Philly; it could have been, I don't know, literally anywhere. But
there was a weird thing where The Rock knew before anybody else did, which is really weird.
Yeah, he tweeted about it. He's like, just got some crazy news from my cousin who's a SEAL, and he's like #America, and you're like, what? And then it's and a couple hours later, Barack's like, yep.
I went out and got him. Nation. It's important you know.
Speaking of Nation, Happy
right.
Trails Colbert, a couple good years on the Rapport, and he had Obama not too long ago, and also Happy Trails to one of my favorite late night shows, Craig Ferguson. He happened to show up on Friday. And he's off to do some new stuff, and Steven's off to do Dave's show next summer. I think they announced that he'll take over.
Was it May? Letterman's done in May. When did
Letterman's done in May, but I think
take over till August.
Yes, that's right.
That makes sense. August, or even September would make sense.
Give a little break.
That's gonna be really interesting, though. I am really
probably do the studio over. You can't have the exact same studio. You got to kind of make it their own thing.
Dave's studio's really, really, really dated now too.
Really dated.
Looks really in '90s and really ugly.
Yeah, well, I don't know why it says Happy 1994 on it. I don't know why it says that.
Yeah, it's kind of spray painted on the.
Yeah, and they still have the two towers up there, which seems tasteless to me, but whatever.
Yeah, because that Lord of the Rings movie came out so long.
Lord of the Rings movie? Yeah, came out in 2002.
It's good for a laugh.
2002.
What else, guys? Christmas. Hey, if you want to share your Christmas memories, let us know on Twitter because everyone tweets us all the time. The Christmas
so many tweets.
Hashtag is
always blowing up my phones.
Hey, Triple Threat Podcast. I like Christmas. I know you do too. These are memories I want to share with you. See, it rhymes.
That's it.
That's a rhymer.
Hey, I got a quick question. I got a quick question for you guys. Last time you checked,
no time. We got no time.
That's fine. Last time you
I'm sorry, and we're out.
Last time you checked iTunes, how many reviews did we have?
5.
2.
Oh yeah, we have 5 now. 5 5-star reviews. Isn't that?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So it's 25 stars so far.
You guys never clicked the link you post to the iTunes page that says how many ratings we have?
You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need: is that you rate and review the show on iTunes.
All I want for Christmas
is reviews.
No reviews,
baby. Alex, try to hit the note. Yeah, try to hit the note she hits at the end.
Here we go. And in 5. We're out of time. I apologize.
Oh, darn. Okay, well,
sprained my throat.
Everybody, he sprained his
Alex, where can we find you now that your throat is strained? Where can we find you?
Well, y'all got any tweets? Speaking of tweets, y'all got any tweets this week? You tweet things?
All of mine were spectacular.
All of yours were spectacular.
They're all good. We'll let the fans find them if they want to.
I'm so glad we invented this.
The segment that we
never remembered to do.
Yes, the segment that
I will say, and I know this is kind of unfair because I'm in it, but Will, your tweet of the 3 French hens was great. The 3 of us in that picture frame with their fantastic haircuts. Maddie's remaining the same. That hair is dope.
My what would I do with my hair otherwise?
I don't know. It's just
nothing.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do what every other person does, which is the stupid Macklemore haircut. Every guy I see that has a haircut, I'm like, really original, guys.
Yeah,
it's the only
Maddie,
new haircut.
You know what? I'm on your side, buddy. I'm actually like specifically growing out the hair on the sides of my head just so I don't look like every other guy.
Because that's the thing. It's like, I'll just do the cool thing.
Yeah, it works for whatever. It works for old Mackie. Go Seahawks apparently if you're him. But it works for old Mackie. But I'm not
good old.
I don't like trends. Another trend I noticed is everyone likes white shoes. Look at everybody's feet.
Ugly sweater parties became insanely popular. They've existed for a few years, but they just blew up.
And now there's no ugly sweaters to.
That can go.
It costs like $80 to get
NFL teams have ugly sweaters now, and
they're so expensive.
and they're not that ugly.
No,
they're expensive. I was reading an article about the Canucks ugly sweaters. They're outselling the jerseys, but it's ridiculous. They're not ugly.
Nice.
First of all, they're the team colors. So if you think your team colors are ugly, then you're a bad fan. Sorry, shout out to 10 Minute Podcast, but you're a bad fan if you think your team colors are ugly. It's just a bunch of, your team logos are on it. Like, it's good. It's a good piece of sportswear. It's not an ugly sweater. It's just a Christmas sweater. But these ugly sweater stands. And last year at my work Christmas party, my Secret Santa got me an ugly sweater. It's a white sweater with a panda angel on it with a present. So I have a go-to. And it's not even that ugly, but I have a go-to ugly sweater now. Well, every time I wear it, I point out that the panda is dead because it's an angel. So, so there you go.
Beautifully dark. I like that.
Sorry, you have a sweater with a dead panda on it?
It's a white sweatshirt with a dead panda on it. I mean, it's, you went to heaven, so I guess it's like that movie, All Pandas Go to Heaven. Thanks, Donald Bloom. Was it Bloom or Blum?
I believe
it's Bluth.
It's Donald Trump, I think is the name
Bluth.
of it.
Oh, Arrested Development had some good Christmas episodes. You're all fired. Merry Christmas.
Afternoon Delight.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know the words.
Afternoon Delight.
So, Alex, you can find Alex on Twitter at Evonix. Matt is at MP Vaughan. I'm at William C. Vaughan. So, again, that hashtag, because we all remember it, is Hey Triple Threat Podcast. I really like Christmas too, and I want to share some Christmas memories
with you.
Yeah. Let's
we'll see you in a few hours.
Yeah, I'll see you in a few hours, guys. And thanks shout out to Air Canada for taking such good care of me and Ian Hallam for the show. We should
Canada.
Yeah, Ian's going to be in town too.
I'm actually more excited about seeing him than seeing you.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay. This conversation is over.
Okay.
We need to. Okay, what song should we sing on the outro though? Oh, I got it. Okay, here we go. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices.
Good things coming, little packages.
I was waiting for that.
Little packages. Good.
You tell you what, you need a little package to sing that high.
And do a jigsaw puzzle.
All right.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yep. Peace.
Later.